Christine came home late that night, just past midnight. The city drowned in silence, broken only by the occasional whisper of a passing car. She stepped into her apartment, her silhouette framed by the door's soft glow. Dressed in a fitted top and soft leggings, her figure moved with quiet grace, athletic yet poised, her every movement purposeful yet weary. A faint sheen clung to her skin, catching the hallway light in delicate glimmers. Her dark hair, slightly damp from the night's humidity, clung gently to her neck. Though tired, her eyes still held a sharpness, a kind of knowing depth that made her presence feel just a little too real to ignore. She moved like someone who knew herself, confident, collected, but worn thin by the day. She tossed her keys on the counter, kicked off her shoes, and made her way to the bathroom, craving the comfort of hot water on tired skin. The shower hissed to life, steam curling around the room like fog. Christine stepped in, letting the warmth melt into her muscles. She closed her eyes as she lathered shampoo into her hair, just a second to breathe, and when she opened them, the world had changed. The familiar bathroom tiles were gone, replaced with cold green walls, cracked and dripping with condensation. The lighting above buzzed weakly, flickering in and out like a dying memory. The room was larger now, wrong somehow, like a forgotten dormitory bathroom abandoned years ago. A sour, metallic scent lingered in the air. Her reflection had vanished from the mirror. Then came the sound, soft sobbing, distant but close enough to set her skin crawling. She froze, every nerve alive. The sobbing echoed beyond the stalls, broken and desperate. Christine called out, "Hello?" But the silence that answered was too perfect, too complete. And then footsteps slow, heavy measured. Coming closer, she clutched her towel and stepped cautiously into the hallway. But it wasn't her hallway anymore. It was longer than it should be, lined with identical doors that stretched endlessly. The walls seemed to breathe. Lights above flickered like they couldn't decide what was real. The footsteps followed. Her own began to quicken. She looked behind, nothing. Looked again, still nothing. But something was wrong. The floor was slick. Her phone wouldn't turn on. Her voice, when she spoke again, sounded like it didn't belong to her. Whispers brushed past her ears, words too faint to understand but sharp enough to fear. She passed a mirror, but there was no reflection. Something darted just out of view. She turned, just walls, just silence. But the crying had moved closer. It was just behind the next door. She opened it and found herself back in the bathroom. The green tiles still wept. The sobbing now came from a closed stall. Closer, louder. Christine stepped back, her breath hitched. The stall door creaked. She didn't wait to see what was behind it. She turned to run, but there was no exit. No mirror, no light. Just the stall and the sound. Christine was never seen again. When the landlord entered the apartment days later, the water was still running. A single towel lay on the bathroom floor. And by the front door, one wet footprint facing out, and no others.